What's up, guys? My name is Drew, and welcome to Joshua Bassett Tree. Today, we are going to break down Josh's most recent song, Smoke Slow. I have listened to this so many times. Now, before he actually released the studio version, he released two separate parts on his TikTok, and I was so obsessed with the song that I put those two parts together, then I put it into iMovie, and then I looped it over and over, and then I saved it to my phone so that way I could listen to the 1 minute segment that he released on his TikTok over and over. I just had it on loop. I've listened to it so many times, wondering what that second verse was, what the bridge would be, all of that. And the song itself definitely did not disappoint. I have so much to say about this song. It's one of my favorites. So let's listen to it and we could break it down. Now, I hate to start this video off with a complaint, but I do have to say I am not a fan of the talking in the beginning while the guitar intro is going on. I would much rather hear just the guitar. Now, I understand that it's kind of telling a story and they're having the talking to show they're at a party and it's something like that. And that's what the music video is, but leave that for just the music video and not the studio recording. Like, I would much rather hear the guitar, and it's kind of hard to hear it over the talking. It's fine, but honestly, I would much rather just focus on the music. And Josh has done this before with his songs. In Set Me Free, the beginning, you could hear the sustain pedal, and that's in both the music video and the studio recorded version. And I like that because it was very subtle. This one, I would rather just hear the guitar. Once again, it's good for the music video, but for the studio version, I would prefer the guitar.
She asked for a light as our secrets spill on the windowsill.
So right now, just guitars. I love it. It's nice and simple. And this is what Josh does with a lot of his songs. Just starts with piano or just starts with guitar, and then he builds upon that. He layers it up with more and more instruments. And also, just remember this one part because we're going to loop back to this. So where he says, "As our secrets spill on the windowsill." Remember that part. We'll get back to that.
We're buying more time while we kill ourselves as we both inhale, making believe there's a future. Is it naive to think we could work?
So there's like a slight like piano coming in, so like starting to build, starting to layer up, getting ready for that chorus.
Second it's out, then I lose her. We're already here, so one more won't hurt. It won't hurt.
I love that, like stopping the guitar, like he strums that last chord and then stops the guitar, and everything is just silent. And then all of a sudden, we go right into the chorus, which is so good. Like, this is one of the best choruses of any Josh song. Like, it's just so good. Like, all the different instruments, it's so freaking good. Like, it's amazing.
But all that we are is all that we'll ever be.
So this one is let me get my guitar. So basically what he's doing with that chorus is he's starting with a C, which is the key of the song. It's in the key of C. And then he goes down the scale, so he goes to like a C B. So he goes, then he goes A minor, G, F. And it's like a quick transition. So he goes,
all that we are is all that we'll ever be. He's the one waiting at home.
now, if that chord progression sounds familiar, that's because he's used that in a couple of his other songs, including Anyone Else.
You say you gotta think it over. I can't stop thinking of you.
Or if you guys really know Josh and his music and you know some of his songs from his Instagram, he has a song Easily Replaced, which basically goes like this.
Falling in and out of love can make it hard to love yourself. Someone put you on a pedestal, then leaves you on the shelf.
So that's a very common chord progression that Josh uses in a lot of his songs. But here, the song just sounds so unique that you can't even tell that it's the same chords in the same order.
She holds my guitar as I pluck out a melody. There's only so far we can go.
Now so the first time he does it, he goes A minor, G, F.
Here's the one waiting at home.
But the second time he does it, he goes A minor, G, D. So he does,
there's only so far we can go.
And then he goes back to A minor, G, F.
I'm next to you, but I'll never be close.
And then he goes A minor, G, C, going back to that verse, the key of the song.
So take your time while your mind and smoke slow.
There's only so far we can go. I'm next to you, but I'll never be close. So take your time while your mind and smoke slow.
Second verse right here. Now, this is interesting. Listen to what he does here.
Breaking away for the hell of it, started innocent.
So instead of the first time he does,
she asked for a light as our secret spilled on the windowsill.
And now with the second verse, he does this.
Breaking away for the hell of it, started innocent.
Goes really high. So first one, he goes high, but this one goes a lot higher and it just changes it up a bit. And now for this one, look what he does here.
I'm telling you things.
So he does a little,
I'm telling you things.
So he does a little, fancy thing right there.
That I've never said, hope I don't regret this.
And now with this, he ends the first verse going into the pre-chorus. So,
hope I don't regret this, making believe.
So he jumps right into it. So now we have the pre-chorus with some different lyrics.
Making believe that we're clueless. One little spark that we won't put out. Making a million excuses. 'Cause isn't it fun just for now?
So there we go. First pre-chorus he does,
it won't hurt.
So just simple. This one he does a little,
isn't it fun just for now?
And then it kind of like there's no like complete stop. There's a little bit of a pause, but you still hear the music and it's going to jump right into the chorus.
But all that we are is all that we'll ever be. 'Cause he's the one waiting at home. She holds my guitar as I pluck out a melody. There's only so far we can go.
Now this part is really cool. So next to you, but I'll never be close. That lyric, remember that lyric, because it is different every time he says it, every single time. So the first time he does it, he says,
next to you, but I'll never be close.
But now listen to what he does here the second time he does the chorus.
Next to you, but I'll never be close.
So he goes,
next to you, but I'll never be close.
So he goes down, up, rather than the first one where he's just
next to you, but I'll never be close.
This one, he does a little bit of a change here. Goes down, up,
close.
Take your time while your mind and smoke slow.
And you can hear some harmony. Like when he says smoke slow, you can hear Josh's harmony with that. And it sounds so good. And there's this little pause here. And you hear like kind of the echo of the music. And then this bridge is insane. Definitely one of my favorite bridges. And listening to this song for the first time, I definitely wasn't expecting this for the bridge. But it is so good. And the lyrics are amazing. And the flow of it is so good. Let's listen.
Addicted to illusions of a love that never was and never will be anyway. Oh.
So you got like a lot of ahs and ohs, different like background harmonies. You have like a constant like clapping throughout the whole thing and guitar like da-na-na-na. Just the quick guitar strums with the clapping throughout. It's so good.
And nicotine don't taste the same if I'm not with you, savoring every breath we take.
He has that little run there, and then, adding that drum in there, that bass drum. And now here's where it gets really good. This is definitely my favorite part of the whole song. Play with fire, take me higher. He's like building, and you're gonna hear when he says higher, he literally like hits such a high note.
Play with fire, take me higher.
So beautiful right there. And now we go back to the chorus, but simple. One guitar strum. Just no, like everything stops. Now you just have which we're gonna hear right now.
All that we are is all that we'll ever be, 'cause he's the one waiting at home.
So with the B, he goes higher for that one, which, in the other choruses, he does all that we are is all that we'll ever be. But for this one, he goes, and all that we are is all that we'll ever be. He does he goes a little higher for that one, changing it up, which I really like.
'Cause he's the one waiting at home.
So he just does that part with just strums. But now we're about to hear the music rise, and he's going to close off the song with this.
She holds my guitar as I pluck out a melody. There's only so far we can go.
Now here we are. We're back to the next to you, but I'll never be close. This has got to be one of my favorites. Josh is really good with the runs, where with the runs, not like that, not those runs, like runs like with his voice. um but where he takes a word and he can really like stuff like that. So next to you, but I'll never be. Now listen to what he does here.
Next to you, but I'll never be close.
Love that. Next to you, but I'll never be close. And I love how the song ends, because not a lot of songs do this, and it's pretty cool. It has this abrupt end, because usually you would end the song with the chord that the song is in the key of. So, for example, you would think he would go, so take your time while your mind and smoke slow. Right? That sounds good, right? You're ending it with the C, which is what the key is. So you're supposed to hear a chord when he says slow, but he chooses not to play a chord and just end the song. So he just plays A minor, G. That's it. So he literally does, so take your time while your mind and smoke slow. Just cuts it off to just that. Literally, listen to that.
Take your time while your mind and smoke slow.
You're literally just those two chords. So he just kind of cut it off. Smoke slow, nothing, rather than end it with a. So that's pretty cool. I like that. I love this song. It's such a good song, especially when you listen to it with headphones. You can really hear the bass, you can hear the harmonies, and it's just so beautiful. I've listened to this song so many times. Also, the message behind it, the meaning of it, it's so cool. He wants to be with someone, but he can't because that person has a lover, and all he can do with that person is smoke. So it's if we're gonna be together, I'm gonna enjoy this while it lasts. Just smoke slow with me. Let's take our time, because once this cigarette or whatever it is goes out, then that's it. The moment's over. So I think it's a great song. The lyrics are great. The instrumental, the chords, the melody, it's so beautiful. And I love it. So I hope you guys enjoy this breakdown. First breakdown here on Joshua Bassett Tree. Let me know if you guys want me to do more of these. I love it. And also, as a musician myself, I could, show stuff on the guitar. I play piano too. So, and ukulele. So I could always break it down and then kind of get an instrument to, play, that way, if maybe you guys are into music, or if you are learning about music or you think it's cool, it could kind of be like a visual representation of what I'm actually talking about rather than just explaining. So let me know if you think that's cool, if you guys want me to do more, and what songs you want me to break down. Hopefully he comes out with some new ones that I could break down. I definitely want to break down the new songs that he puts on his TikTok and Instagram that aren't studio versions, because I listen to all of the music. So let me know and we will do that. Thank you all for watching. Make sure to subscribe to Joshua Bassett Tree. Turn on all notifications so you never miss a new video. Hit the like button and share the video with all of your friends. I'll see you all next time on Joshua Bassett Tree. And until then, remember, and take your time while you're minding smoke slow. Peace.